Hello, my wonderful fellow doll lovers. Welcome to Eddie's Playhouse. Well, I have a lovely scene set up for you here. And you might be wondering, why do I have a woodland scene with this lovely Legolas doll who's representing someone else today? So this doll that I'm about to review uh, is a dancer, and she was famous for, well, many of her beautiful roles. She was the first American prima ballerina, but one of the roles she played was the Firebird. And the Firebird is based on a Russian folk tale. And this Legolas doll I'm pretending is Prince Ivan. And the story goes that Prince Ivan was hunting in the forest, and he comes across this gorgeous, rare bird called the Firebird, whose magical feathers sparkle like flames, hence the name. And so he spares her life. And in return, the Firebird gives the prince one of her enchanted feathers. And then he uses that feather later to summon her when he needs her help. And then together they defeat the evil sorcerer, and they free 13 princesses that were his captives, one of whom Prince Ivan falls in love with. And what's interesting is that Igor Stravinsky was hired to write the score for the Firebird Ballet when he was just 28 years old. The original person that they hired had sort of like a writer's block. I don't know what they call that in music, but he had trouble coming up with the score, and so they hired this young Igor Stravinsky, and the ballet premiered in the Paris Opera in 1910, and it catapulted Stravinsky to international fame, which is really kind of cool. So let's see who the Firebird is. And here she is. It is the ballerina from the Mattel, or the Barbie Inspiring Women line. And she is exquisite. Look at this face. I just love this doll. My sister gifted her to me for Christmas, and I can't be more thrilled. Now let's get her out of the box so we can avoid that glare. I love her story. There's a lot about this doll that's really special, and especially about Maria Tallcheif herself. She looks like she actually comes out of the box really easily. I hope I did not mispronounce her name. Sometimes when I am doing a video, I sort of get excited and I'm rushing through things, and sometimes I mispronounce things. So what's really special about her is that she is a member of the Osage Nation, or she was. Of course, she's no longer with us. But she was born in 1925, and she was a trailblazer for Native American dancers, and but not only that, she's considered one of the country's most influential ballerinas because she was America's first prima ballerina. So that's pretty amazing. She actually died at age 88 from complications stemming from a hip fracture. But you may know about the Osage Nation from the movie Killers of the Flower Moon. And that was a really horrible story about members of the Osage tribe that were murdered under mysterious circumstances in the 1920s, and it sparked a major FBI investigation involving J. Edgar Hoover. So you may be familiar with that story, but that was the era actually that she was a ballerina in, which is again amazing. But this is a black label Barbie Inspiring Women doll. And the sculpt is the Frida sculpt. It's only the second time that they've used the Frida sculpt. So let's take a closer look at her face without the glare. I find her to be really beautiful. I don't know if she's coming through as well on the camera in the close-up, but let's take her out. This Firebird costume is quite amazing. But let's get her out of the box so she can join the prince. I was fortunate to see the Firebird when I lived in Dallas about, 3 years ago or so. I was in the Dallas area, and I got tickets for the ballet because I had not seen the Firebird ever before. It was just one of the ballets that I was always curious about. Of course, it comes with this certificate of authenticity, and it looks like she has a red-based stand. I'm glad they put the ballerina in the background. It looks like she might be in Swan Lake in that photo. I wonder why they didn't use the Firebird one. I do have to say I do love the costume. I think it's really beautiful. But yeah, it was a very interesting ballet. I really didn't even know anything about the plot, but it's really kind of cool how the bird gives up the feather, and then it's just it's a very interesting ballet. So here's the inside of the box. It shows Maria dancing, beautifully on point. This looks very interesting. The stand. Look at this. Well, I've never seen a stand like this before. Huh. This is cool. So I guess you can pose. Oh, that'll be fun to play with. Okay, cool. And here's another sort of a close-up of her face. Very beautiful woman. I'm sorry, I didn't show you the back of the box. What did I do with the box just now? Let's see. Here it is. I get so excited. So here's another photograph of her on the side of the box. And then, oh, here she is in Firebird. Oh, this is cool. It says Maria Tallcheif became the first Native American woman to rise through the ranks and become prima ballerina with the New York City Ballet. Her journey began in Fairfax, Oklahoma, where she grew up on the Osage Nation reservation. Recognizing her early talents and gifts as a dancer, her parents relocated to Los Angeles in hopes of providing Maria and her sister, Marjorie, with advanced ballet training. And at 17, Maria moved to New York City to pursue her dream of dancing professionally. Despite suggestions to change her name, Maria refused. Instead, she made Tallcheif, one word, and proudly kept her last name through her career. That's so cool. And then, the story goes on. I don't know if you're interested in the whole story, but, here it is. It's really cool that they write so much about her, but she really had an impact on the doll world. Well, that's really pretty that they show her. And then on this side of the box, it just says Barbie Inspiring Women, Maria Tallcheif. Very, very nice box with a lot of cool information. I think I will keep that as a reference. And let's get her off of this. I like the way they put her in here. These are the kind of ties that are really easy to undo. So you just kind of undo it like this, and then you pull it. But of course, we can also snip them. I did bring over my scissors here. But I like that they're not using those T-ties. I guess it looks like they used a few in her hair. But no, it's maybe easier just to undo it. I'm always interested in how things are packaged because sometimes they're very challenging, and it sort of it upsets people sometimes when it's too hard to open up these dolls. You just don't want to start the experience with a negative feeling about it, that, oh my God, I can't believe they made me go through all this. I've heard people get really frustrated opening dolls sometimes, but it looks like they took great care with her. Now, she is on what they call the articulated ballerina body. And some people refer to it as the Misty Copeland body. And it's a body that Mattel designed specifically for the Misty Copeland doll. I did not get her. I wasn't really that interested in having ballerina dolls, even though I really love Misty Copeland. I think she's really cool. I've never seen her dance in person, but she's extremely talented. I've seen her on television, and but it's you can only use the dolls in so many ways when they are on point like that. So I did not get the Misty Copeland doll, but I am thrilled to have this one just because I love her face so much, and I was a fan of the Frida face sculpt already. Gosh, this is being tricky even to cut. Let's see. It is a little bit tricky, but we will get there. I actually brought over my my other Frida doll. This is the Frida face sculpt. So this one is the Barbie Looks number 12. One of my favorite dolls. She's on a curvy body. And these are the two face sculpts together. It's the same face sculpt, but you see how when they do the face up or the face paint, they really could change the look of the doll tremendously. You would never know that's the same face sculpt. I mean, some people would. I'm not that great about recognizing the face sculpts. Some of them, I think the ones that I really love, I'm going to pull these T-ties out. I use pliers for that because I don't like it when it breaks off inside. So I don't know if I got that whole one. Usually when you pull it out this way, it gets the whole T-tie. Yeah, well, I don't know if I've ever done it through the plastic like this, so. There. Well, I got them out, and I don't feel any nubs. Sometimes there's like a little bump over there that I really don't like because it's just weird to have that in the doll's hair. All right, so just one arm is still attached. I'm going to try to get that out without doing any harm to anything. I don't know why that was so hard. Oh, we still have thighs. Okay. Well, this is, I do think this is an interesting way that they have her in here. What's a really cute story is that my little sister always wanted to dance ballet, and we just never, for whatever reason, that never happened in our family where, I don't know if she ever told my mom it was a dream of hers, I don't know. But as an adult, she took ballet classes, I guess, and actually was in a performance a couple of years ago, and she was just so cute. She was really, really happy to be dressed in the, the ballerina costume and perform, and she said, check, I can check that off my bucket list, that I actually became a ballerina. It's really interesting how we have these little childhood. I'm unvelcroing this because it looks like this plastic is stuck in there. So I am trying to take the Velcro, but it is being very tricky. It almost looks like it's sewn in there, which is really odd. Yes, it is. Huh. Okay. We'll try to pull it out. They do challenge us with these, with the way they put things together. I'm sure they have really good reasons for doing it, but it can be challenging sometimes. I wonder what the deal is with that. I'm kind of hesitant to take that stitch out because, let's see, no, because I think it's making the dress nice and tight on her. I'm just wondering why they would have even put that stitch there. And where this plastic tie goes. All right, I think I got it there. Whew, got it. Okay, so this is what was going on in the back. So it is Velcroed, but there's also these two stitches that are there that are helping hold it together. So, I'm going to leave that alone for now. We want to just take a better look at this doll. Gosh, I didn't expect the unboxing to take so long. So this is her face. I love her face. I just love, love, love her face. She's really a beautiful doll. She has this little red crown on her head. I kind of feel like they could have been a little bit better with that crown. She is a collector doll, and I think they could have made that more sparkly, or see what it looks like. Well, it doesn't show it on the box, but I'm going to look that up on, let me see. This is it right there. See how you can't really see if she even had a crown when she was dancing in Firebird, but I'm going to look that up. But if I feel like it could be more sparkly, probably is red in real life, but I'm not quite sure why they picked that sort of dull plastic. So the tutu is amazing. Once you fluff it up, look at that. Oh my goodness. I really love her. And I think it is really cool to have a collector ballerina doll. She really is very cool. She's got the nice little panties on underneath. I mean, it's all one piece, but it's very, very nice. And then these beautiful clear stockings underneath. So that's really nicely done. I haven't seen real stockings on a doll recently for a long time. They used to, my older Barbies have stockings on. So I got that little piece off. So now she's completely free. So look at these beautiful feet. Oh my goodness. It's clever the way they did the these little shoes. I mean, I kind of wish she was made to move in a way. I mean, I do like the attractive joints on this doll. Look how beautifully she can be. Oops, sorry. I didn't realize I was off camera. Look how beautifully she can be posed. They did a really nice job with that. She has these beautiful hands that are look at this one. It's a very beautiful, let's see. I think you can see it there. Oh, very, very beautiful posed doll, doll. Let's see. how the stand works. I've never seen that. This stand must have been designed for the Misty Copeland doll as well. And so this goes in here like all the other stands. I hope it goes, that's in the right direction. I'm getting the little moss everywhere. I hope you like my little forest scene here. I had fun putting it together. So let's put her on the stand. Hopefully, well, it might not be the right way. I think maybe this is the right way. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, that's interesting. So you can pose her on the stand. It has sort of a little cup, and then you can have her move in multiple directions. Let's see if we can get a couple of cool ballet poses. Well, let's try it without the stand. So I'm finding some limitations. So let's go through her joints. So she's got the, head. Well, her head only goes left to right. So apparently it does not go up and down. So that's interesting. She's got shoulder joints, elbow joints, and wrist joints. And then I did notice when I was kind of, let's see, no, she does not have that. No, I thought she had that sort of upper, body. Oh, something's moving there. Let's see, where is that joint? I really don't want to undress her to be able to figure that out. But there is movement, and it seems to be at the waist. Not at the upper body, but let's see, maybe we can see it through here. Maybe it is at the upper body. Like I said, I'm kind of hesitant to break those stitches in the back, but I think maybe to really explore her body. Okay, I can feel it. So the joint seems to be in this little upper body here. But because I guess of the dress, it's not that movable, or maybe it's just the way this body is. So I can't really tell with that. And then there is, of course, the this joint at the thigh, and she does have the upper thigh joint, which is right here. So that's really interesting. And then the knee, of course, but she does not have ankle articulation. So, that I am not positive was the best choice. I think that it would be really nice if she could stand up and not always be on point for the rest of her life. I think for that reason, a lot of collectors are giving her new bodies. And then the stand, I thought, would enable her to get into all sorts of positions, which I think it is true. I think it's the tights that are probably sort of restricting movement a little bit, but not much. I think it's just a matter of playing with her. I mean, she really does seem to move really beautifully. I think that these proportions, her thighs seem to be more muscular and her calves than a regular Barbie. So I find that interesting. I've noticed that Mattel is making a lot of the dolls more, look how beautiful she is, these different ballet poses that you can get her into. That Mattel is making a lot more athletic looking dolls. The new Brooklyn dolls have a beautiful athletic body, and I think the Madam President in the Barbie movie, that doll is on an athletic body, so that's really nice. But oh my goodness, you know, I almost want to get one for my sister now because she'd have fun with the ballerina poses. Oh, yeah, they did not give her the upper arm articulation. So, you know, I would love to have been a fly on the wall to hear how they came to these decisions at the Mattel headquarters when they were with the designers. You know, how they decided on some of these, you know, how they made these decisions. So I think she's, let me just look it up real quickly. I think she is, yeah, she's, the doll designer is Carlisle Nuera. So, you know, he's one of the more well, they're all talented over there. You can't pick, but we love him. He's sort of a very out of the box kind of guy. And, you know, he was an interesting choice to pick for this beautiful doll. But anyway, she's lots of fun to play with and gorgeous. So, Prince Ivan, here you go. She's here, her little feathers. She might give you one of her feathers. Well, I guess she really will in this story. So she's quite beautiful. I don't know if you're familiar with the Legolas doll, but he's from Lord of the Rings. He's also one of my favorite dolls in the whole world. And it's so cool that he had the bow and arrow so I could use him as the prince. He's really an elf in the Lord of the Rings universe, but I just love his face. He's one of my favorite dolls, just so handsome. And of course, the outfit is really cool and sort of perfect for this scene. So thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing of the Maria Tallcheif doll. I want to make sure I'm saying her name correctly. She's absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Ildi, for getting me this gorgeous doll. That was really a nice choice. I knew she was getting me a Barbie, but I had no idea which one. And she said, well, I bet you can guess. And I should have tried to guess, but, you know, I did want to be surprised. So I didn't even try to guess. But had I given it a lot of thought, I probably would have figured out that she would get me the ballerina doll since she wanted to, you know, was one of her sort of dreams to be a ballet dancer at one point in her life. So, you know, I probably could have guessed. So, oh my goodness, she is really pretty. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope I reviewed her okay. I didn't go through the back of her head. She has a beautiful little bun in the back. And like I said, the tutu is absolutely gorgeous. There was something I forgot. She has these guards on her earrings or on her ears that somehow, I guess, protect the doll against any sort of, I don't know, discoloring from the earrings. I mean, these are plastic and not metal, so that should not be a problem. But what I realized with the unboxing of my Rita Moreno doll, that it's very hard to remove. And I needed to use pliers, I think, to remove it from the Rita doll. So I'm not quite sure. I haven't heard why they feel the need to do this. I know back in the day, the old Barbies, you know, would get green ear from discoloration from the metal. I mean, that's really hard to remove, but it came out. Now I think I've lost the earring. I'm sure it's here somewhere, but you know, this is not an easy thing to remove. If any of you have an experience with this removal and know an easy way to do it, please leave a comment and let me know how you got it. Oh, because it's really hard. Okay, this time it sort of just ripped out and left the earring in her ear. So I'm going to have to find that other earring. And also what I'm going to do is with most of my videos, I try to put photos at the end of the video with a little bit of music just to kind of, finish off the video on a nice note. So I'm going to try to put her in some nice dance poses and take some photos. So stay till the end, and then you can see some fun poses with her. So if you have any more questions about this doll, just put it in the comments and I'll try to answer it. But I think she's definitely worth getting. Her face sculpt is gorgeous. Her face paint is gorgeous, as well as the sculpt. I just really, I'm enamored with her. So thank you again for joining. I hope that you're enjoying the first days of 2025. And let's make this a good year. So take care. I hope to see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Okay, looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.